Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another video. And first things first, guys, make sure you smash the likes and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are new around here on the road to 5K subscribers. So please do hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And let's dive into today's video, guys. And last night, Chelsea won the PL Summer Series with a 2-0 win over Fulham, thanks to a third goal in 3 games with Christopher Nkunku and Thiago Silva, the skipper, opening the scoring with a header from a Ben Chilwell corner. It was a good performance from the Blues. First half was decent. There was a lot more rotational than I was expecting. A lot of changes at half time. Every player changed at half time, bar the goalkeeper and Christopher Nkunku. So the second half, hard to build momentum, not as good, but still some good moments of play in that second half. But it was a comfortable performance overall. I mean, Fulham had a few opportunities in the second half, probably the slightly better team. But ultimately, Chelsea did what Chelsea do. We got our hands on a trophy. Yes, it's a pre-season trophy, but it's not about the trophy. It's about the message that it sends, the confidence, the building a winning mentality within this new group of players. And, I think that's exactly what it's going to do. I mean, just a few thoughts before we go into them in a bit more detail. Look, Chukwuemeka looked powerful, silky, confident, all those things, real nice. And Nkunku showing top level instincts, again, showing his versatility as well. Started on the wing in a 4-3-3 in that first half, and he looked good. Top instincts are there for his goal as well to tap in from Chukwuemeka's shot that was parried. Andre Santos looks like a top-level midfield player, and he shouldn't be going anywhere. He should be looking here to stay. He looks wise and mature beyond his years. Again, Nicholas Jackson, really lively and impressive in that second half. Lewis Hall looked good as well, some really nifty footwork. It's a shame that we haven't seen more of him in this preseason so far, and it probably looks like he's going on loan, but he was really good. Levi Colwill, he did well as well, handled everything that was thrown his way. And Raheem Sterling continues to struggle in this pre-season. And I'm not really sure where we go from here with him. Obviously, he's going to be here this season, no two ways about it, unless a Saudi madness comes in and maybe he's tempted, which I think is very unlikely. But he's looking out of sorts at the moment in this side, and it's not having anywhere near the impact that the likes of Angelo, Nkunku, Jackson, Mudryk, etc. are having. We haven't seen Madueke yet this pre-season, but Sterling is in big trouble. Let's dive into the starting lineup, guys. And as I said, it was a lot more rotational than I thought. With only one more game to go now until the end of pre-season, we've got Borussia Dortmund in the early hours of Thursday morning. I thought we might start to see the semblance of a side that might well take to the field against Liverpool, but we certainly didn't see that. We saw a first start for Chelsea for Solanina, Gusto, Silva, Humphreys and Chilwell at the back. Enzo and Santos pivot in midfield. Sterling, actually it was Enzo Santos. I mean, they set it up as a 4-2-3-1, but it looked more like a 4-3-3. Enzo Santos in midfield with Chukwuemeka, and then Sterling and Nkunku either side of Mason Burstow, who did struggle to get into the game. But, you've got to give everyone a chance in pre-season. You've got to assess all your options. But yeah, this side was a lot more rotational than I was certainly expecting. As I said, I was expecting more to see a lineup that we could see against Liverpool, but that wasn't to be. I'm surprised that we didn't see Mykhailo Mudryk at all. Maybe that was pre-agreed before the game and he starts against Dortmund. I'm not too sure. But Malo Gusto, again, really impressed. His 1v1 defending's awesome. He gets forward really well as well. And I think we've got two top right backs there and plenty of competition for Reece James to put up with as well. Honourable mention to Bashir Humphreys as well, who again did really well. And it obviously with Axel Disasi coming in, it looks like Chalobah might go. Maybe Humphreys will still go out on loan, but he could certainly be a fifth centre back in and around the squad if we decide to go down that route. But truth be told, guys, the first 20 minutes or so wasn't the most exciting. But one thing I would say is that from the corner, Ben Chilwell whips it in. Thiago Silva leaping up at 38 years of age like that and guiding his header into the back of the net. Leno does get a slight palm to it, but not enough to keep it out. And just a word on Chilwell. The guy looks really fit, which is great. His injury problems look to be behind him. He's bombing forward nicely. He's defending well. And this looks like the best version of Ben Chilwell we've seen in a long time. And I think it's credit to the work that Maurizio Pochettino's done. And just in general, the team look really fit. That is the biggest thing I think we can take away from this preseason tour so far, is how fit the guys are looking. It's a complete contrast to what we saw last season. We're hungry, we're fit, there's that desire there. We're playing nice, quick football, we're moving the ball fast. Gone seems to be the days of a slow and sluggish Chelsea. There was so much really nice, nifty, quick, one-touch football, moving the ball fast, particularly in Nkunku with flicks, Chukwuemeka, nice footwork. we're doing really well. And it was a decent first. I said Silva opened the scoring, which was great to see his first goal as standing skipper. The skipper's not been named yet, but obviously it's going to be between him and Reece James. And then, just really nice footwork. And Nkunku with flicks, as I was saying, Chukwuemeka, great footwork. And let's just have a quick word on Carney, because he started a lot of these preseason games. He's really impressed. And he just he deserves the credit that he's getting, because great footwork on the edge of the box for that goal. He fashions a shooting chance for himself. It's saved by Leno, and then Nkunku's there instinctively to just tuck the ball into the back of the net for his third and 3. And Chukwuemeka, I think, can still play a big role within this squad. We know we're light in the middle of the park, but I think Cassidy showed when he came on in the second half, he's not ready for Premier League football yet. That was really Cassiday's worst performance of pre-season. He was giving the ball away a lot. He was looking sloppy a little bit. And it looks like that Premier League football at this point in time could kind of eat him up and spit him out. So I think a loan is required. I think you could tell that he was not ready for this level quite yet. And the same with Slonina as well. Slonina look, obviously first start, but he looks a bit nervy on the ball. He flapped at a few crosses as well, particularly a few corners, a few set plays. And it's fine, he's not ready yet. He's going to go out on loan, I think, to the Belgian league and, just build some confidence, get some more experience. There's no shame in not being ready, but I'm glad we got to see Slonina, and, Cassidy as well. But ultimately, I think those two guys aren't ready for the first team at this point, and I expect them to take up another 2 of the 7 loan spots that we have available to us. I mean, the first half was where the bulk of the work was done, of course, and we looked impressive. As I said, Chukwuemeka, Andre Santos as well. Santos shouldn't be going anywhere, guys. This guy is legit. He's the real deal, and he should be here to stay and play a role and be a backup to hopefully Moises Caicedo when he comes in. But Santos has proven over this pre-season that, he is more than ready to play a part in the squad and get regular minutes. He's wise beyond his years. He's great on the ball. He's strong in the tackle. He can play as a number 6 and a 3-man midfield. He can play alongside Enzo Fernandez in the pivot. This boy looks like he's got it all, and it looks like we've discovered a real gem, which is fantastic. Didn't cost an awful lot of money, and he most certainly looks ready for Premier League football and absolutely shouldn't be going anywhere at all. I mean, I suppose the only down on the first half was that Enzo Fernandez didn't score. He had a great opportunity to score, so I think it was an assist, a ball across the box from Nkunku, and Enzo puts it straight at Leno, and then he sends the rebound into the side netting. I mean, I suppose that was the only downer on the first half, is that he didn't finish that off. But yeah, there was lots of promising performances from all over the pitch, really. But Raheem Sterling, again, really struggled to get into the game, as I mentioned earlier, and his form is a problem. And at this point in time, he certainly shouldn't be anywhere near the starting lineup for the first game of the season. There's no two ways about it for me on that one. Obviously, at halftime, we had a whole raft of changes. Everyone was changed, bar Slonina and Nkunku. Trevor Chalobah came on. He partnered Levi Cole in the heart of the defence, but only lasted about 10 or 15 minutes before going off with an injury. There's no real update on how serious or that is at this point in time, but it looks like that Trev might not be playing too many more games with Chelsea if that is a lengthy injury, because it's clear that, with Disasi's arrival, he is going to be up for sale, which is a shame. Chelsea reportedly wanting around £45 million for him, which I think is fair given his age, his versatility, his room for improvement, and the fact that he's still got 5 years left on his contract as well. So I think those are all fair things, but hopefully the Trev injury is not too serious. We'd like to see him at least feature in the Dortmund game if possible, before he probably eventually moves on. We saw young Alfie Gilchrist do very well. Correa came on. Hall and Martson were really good in that second half. And, the frustrating thing is, I think Correa deserves another chance, but we've got 2 phenomenal footballers in Ian Martson and Lewis Hall, and signing Correa in hindsight now is looking like it wasn't the right thing to do, because we now got a situation where there doesn't really seem to be any clear pathway for Martson into the team. He's not really going to get in at left back. We're not seeing him at left back once all season. If we go and all pre-season, if we go and sign Mohamed Kudus, for example, then that completely limits his minutes across playing either side in that 3 behind Nicholas Jackson. So yeah, we've created kind of a bit of a problem for ourselves. I suspect Lewis Hall probably go out on loan. I'm not sure what's going to happen with Martson. He could be a loan spell, could even be sold still, depending on who comes in, but they were really promising as well. Nicholas Jackson, again, was superb when he came on. Some fantastic link-up play, some great hold-up play, really good pace. There was one particular moment where a goal kick comes, he controls it in a tight space and does a great flick, and he sets us on our way. And you know what? I think Jackson and Nkunku, could be a real good partnership. I mean, everyone was saying that Chelsea needed a big name striker. We haven't seen one of those arrive yet, but the two main attacking signings have definitely delivered so far, with Jackson 2 in 3 games in the US in the summer series, and Nkunku 3 goals in the summer series. And they're more than decent returns. And Jackson's certainly got all the tools: pace, power, link-up play, good in the air, good finisher. He's got all the tools to be, an impressive number 9. And Nkunku, again, looks really well, looks really good, versatile, instinctive, eye for goal. And these two could strike up a real good partnership. He's more versatile than Jackson as well, so he can obviously play wide and can play in number 10 and at number 9 as well. But the impressive thing about Nkunku is he's not always the most involved in games, but he's got a knack for being in the right place at the right time and being efficient when the chances arrive, which is something we've not seen at Chelsea for a long time. And it certainly won't be a bad thing if you can keep that up. And, given the fact that we've struggled in recent times from a reliable taker of chances, then this is exactly kind of what the doctor ordered in that sense. But guys, it was a really positive performance. Loads of standout performers again. Exciting times ahead. We've got one more game of preseason left with Borussia Dortmund. But how good, guys, did the blue and white ribbons look on a trophy? It's been too long since we've seen those blue and white ribbons on a trophy. We need to see that again next season. Hopefully we can see it again. Yes, Chelsea, the PL Summer Series winners, Reece James and Thiago Silva sharing the trophy lift. Hopefully many more trophy lifts for those two guys to come in future. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below on the game. Who was your standout performer and all that sort of stuff. Your thoughts on what you saw last night. But Chelsea unbeaten in the Summer Series, unbeaten in preseason, 1 to go against Borussia Dortmund, guys. We have won the Summer Series. Up the Chelsea. Make sure you smash the like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And I'll catch you again in another video soon. Take care. Up the Chelsea and peace out, people.